It's week 3 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Ravens and the Patriots, and it's all up next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, our game featuring a great matchup at the quarterback position. A couple of Pro Bowlers from a year ago. Lamar Jackson of the Ravens, Mac Jones of the Patriots.
And Brandon, these are the two names in big bold letters on the marquee sign, aren't they? This is why everyone tuned in. This is why we're here. And these are the kind of games where they wind up seeing if they can outdo each other, contrary to what they told us both. No, we're just playing against the other defense. We don't play against each other. They've got excellent supporting cast, and believe me,
it's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and, of course, leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People across the league got Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. 2nd and 11. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the option, running right.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than block.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
So those were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here, it backfires on him. But as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Patriots had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Nelson Aguilar's moved around a little bit in the NFL with stops in Philadelphia and Las Vegas. But last year in New England was brought in as a free agent to stretch the field and make big catches downfield. His turn this time for a target, and he gives them a first down.
Throwing Jones. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
But that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 8 yards to go on second down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Jackson now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
On for the extra point is full. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
next? A look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know, we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Right side completes to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 28. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. To throw again on second down. Jones. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And he stopped immediately there. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Patriots! John Mechie with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson on target to his man, likely. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:14 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. That's complete to Robinson. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's Jackson. He finds Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Jackson to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Throwing, Jackson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Pats, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.